All right, so I want to ask you about Zion because his cards are down. Everyone knows not to touch the guy, right?
Mhm.
But his cards are down. Like his Prism PSA 10, which is always kind of a good example to throw out there, is less than $200 right now, and it was over 1,000. Like it was like over 1,000. I mean, and then it was over, and then it was like it's never gonna dip below 800. This is low. And then it was like it's never gonna dip below 600. This is low. And now it's below $200. And we all know why. It's because he's like not even in the league right now. But now I'm faced with the decision of, okay, I own enough Zion to feel like I'm not necessarily missing out if I don't buy more. But I'm also like, shit, is he still Zion? Like, will
Right.
he be, because here's the thing, Connor, if he's Zion for even like a 2 week pocket of time at any time,
Jumping.
that goes from $193 card back up to like a $400, $500, $600, $700 card, like immediately. So sports card investors have to be looking at this going, what do I do?
Right.
What happens with Zion?
Short answer is probably if you own them, hold, right? Because we know for a fact we don't know for a fact, but I would say 95% certainty he's gonna make another run in the NBA. Like he's gonna try and play in the league again. The tough part is the uncertainty of his game. If you look at him at Duke, you just watch a couple highlights of his play style at Duke versus play style in New Orleans. It's the exact same, but he's doing it a different way. Like at Duke, he's in the same spots, making the same shots, pure athleticism. In New Orleans, a year later, it was all body and strength. In transition, it looked like he had half the vertical. And he was learning they were teaching him how to re-walk correctly, hoping to increase his durability. And we talk about teaching a grown man how to walk to play in the NBA. That brings a lot of concerns up to me. Obviously, all the pictures of the weight gain. Who knows who knows what weight he was really at? But if he was pushing 300 pounds, the draw of his game was that he was so athletic and he was a freak. And the scare when he was athletic and a freak was that he didn't have the skill set, didn't have the touch, didn't have the three-point shooting. So we take away the freak aspect. Throws a lot of uncertainty in the air. Obviously, injuries already that he's had so many. Obviously, definitely not a buy right now. I don't think. Maybe a hold if you're holding him, but I'm not big on Giannis or on Zion moving forward, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a good call. I think that I would err on that side myself. I wanted to throw the question out there. I just think to really make money on it, right? You'd have to buy multiple of these. And if you're buying multiple of these, then all of a sudden you're spending close to $1,000. And wouldn't you rather have a Giannis? Wouldn't you rather have 3 Embiids? Wouldn't you rather have you could probably get 2, 3 high-end Bookers, There's so many other places to put your money than Zion that I just think it's tempting, but it seems like sports card investors should just steer clear. Obviously hold what you have. Hope that he comes out and has a 2-3 week stretch where he puts up 30 a game and or gets traded to the Knicks or whatever. Those things would spike his prices. So yeah, that's a good call. All right, before we wrap up today's show, I wanna say that I would love to have you back. I've had a lot of fun. Hopefully when we have you back as a co-host, I'd like to break down because I know as a successful sports bettor, you have bankroll management, right? And I don't know what your individual bankroll management looks like, but I would assume that it has to have obviously you're only allocating a certain amount of your bankroll on any given night to any given play, blah, blah, blah. But maybe you're also micromanaging it to the point where you're like, well, I think these are higher, better odds, right? So I'm going to allocate X amount of my in-play bankroll towards safer bets, and I'm going to allocate X amount towards more riskier but sleeper bets. And so my example of that is how much of my sports card investment bankroll should I invest in guys like Kenyon Martin Jr., which is like the sleeper of all sleepers,
Right.
versus like Booker or Steph Curry or, like the more well-known guys. So I think that's a topic for another day, but just to get your brain going and get maybe some people in the comments want to drop some comments or some questions in for some future episodes that we could hit on. That would be awesome. So great having you on, man. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I enjoyed talking. Obviously, it's good to speak with you. I'd love to do it again sometime. So hopefully we can find a date that I can wake up at 5:30 again, and we can make it work. But I appreciate you having me. Tell Kate I said hello, and then we'll talk soon.
We'll do. Sports Card Strategy Show with Paul Hickey and Conner Barnett. Brought to you by MarketMoversApp.com by Sports Card Investor. Go there, save 20% by using the promo code NOOFFSEASON, all lowercase. And when you pair that with our investment report at nooffseason.com/invest, you have the analysis and the data that you need to make your sports card investment decisions. And thanks again for watching and listening. And one more thing for Conner. I see the Sawgrass poster in the back. So when I'm back in Tennessee, we might need to link up and play some golf. Because,
absolutely. I played in 30
one
degrees.
Thing I don't do enough of.
Yeah.
Did you really?
30 degrees. Yeah. So
Where
we need to make
did you
it happen. It's over in Trenton, Georgia. It's like 25, 30 minutes from downtown Chattanooga. So greens were rock hard. It was terrible.
All right. Well, I'm glad you got some swings in, man. All right. Thanks again. Talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Paul.
See you, man.